So you're in this country ravaged by war. You've been forced to flee to the mountains, and with a lot of other people, but there's no food. Well, this is where this comes in. This is a HDR, or Humanitarian Daily Ration. Now this has 220 calories in it. And the interesting thing about this is it's been made non-objectionable to religions. In other words, a Jewish person could eat this, a Muslim person could eat this, and I think a vegetarian could too. I don't know a vegan if they ever have products that are derived, from animals or whatever. But what I'm saying, the primary thing is the religion, being able to drop this anywhere, and the people who are hungry enough can eat it without compromising their religious beliefs. So it's got about 220 calories in it. And the current price of these, you can get these as low as $5 when you buy like a case of 10, where the MREs are double that or more, okay? And the MREs have about 1,200 calories in them, and they're made to replace a meal. And a soldier in the field would eat, two to three of those a day, depending on how active he is and how hungry he is. But these are specifically more for civilian populations, and it has a flag that says, this is a gift from the people of the United States of America. Unfortunately, when we send money places and certain aid items, they end up in the wrong hands. Of all the money that's gone to, Palestinian people, or let's just say the people in the Gaza Strip, very little of it has actually gotten to them. It's been used to make weapons of war, dig tunnels, whatever. And even sometimes the medicine or things people send over that isn't sent to a hospital, it's sent to the military, so that the military gets a hold of it. Well, see, the idea of these is they would actually take these and drop them by parachute into areas, and usually it would be a pallet that they'd send. I don't know if they ever drop smaller bundles. I'm going to look that up and find out. Let's find out what's in it. First, we have peas and tomatoes. Now, this sounds really gross, but it's not actually peas. It's black-eyed peas, and black-eyed peas are actually a bean. So we've got beans in a tomato sauce. I'm going to show you the main entrees first. Vegetable barley stew. So there you go, see, vegetable. So now we have smaller items. We've got a little packet here, and it's got, let's see what it has in it. And yeah, I opened these first, so I didn't sound like a complete idiot when I was talking about them. We got the famous MRE spoon. We've got crushed red pepper. That's good. We've got a wet one. We have about a box of matches. And we have pepper and salt, iodized salt. And then we've got 2 sugars. And we've got a paper towel, I guess you'd call that. Now you see that these don't have the toilet paper, the gum, or the Tabasco sauce that are in regular MREs. But the idea behind these is, of course, you can eat them cold, but with this matches, or giving people the option of building a fire and heating these, putting them you can put them in a pot of water and boil the water. Okay, so let's see, we got some other items here. Big Bar. Big Bar has 100 calories in it. It's got, let's see, for protein, it's got 1 gram. We have the crackers, vegetable crackers. Okay, in other words, they've purposely not used like an animal product like lard or whatever when they've made them. So this is going to have 170 calories, 3 grams of protein. Oh, here's the breakdown. They do give you the breakdown of the nutritional things here for the black-eyed peas, which is beans and tomato sauce. You get 280 calories and you get 12 grams of protein. This one, actually, that one has a lot of salt at 46%. But again, they're assuming this is all you're going to be eating for the day. Then we have one of their peanut butters, which has 160 calories. Their peanut butter's good. There's a jam too, I think. Yeah. Strawberry jam. That's got, what does it have? Let's see, calories. Yeah, the calories aren't jumping right up. Calories, 70. And then we've got a shortbread cookie. There you go. And here's the other thing with the information about the barley stew that has 300 calories. It's got, this has got a lot of fiber in it, 29%. I should check this other one. You know, one of the problems with some of these meals, they don't have fiber in them. They do that on purpose with the military because they don't want them running to the bathroom all the time. And let's see, is the other one sheet in here? Yeah. Okay, so this one's got, the barley stew has 29% of your fiber, 6 grams of protein, and I didn't look at how much fiber was in this. Oh, 48%, 29 and 6%. So you're getting most of your fiber for a day too. And these bags are really sturdy. I mean, they rip easily once they're cut, but you could carry water in this. I'm going to do an experiment when I try to suspend this over water and see if I can boil water in this without destroying the bag. So what we're going to try is we're going to try first not the tomatoes. We're going to save that for when I'm desperate later on. And we're going to try the vegetable barley, and we're going to try, where's the fig bar? Okay, and the other stuff we're going to put away. We'll keep the spice pack out just in case. So these are made with, the military finally started making or ordering these pouches, retail pouches, differently. Before, they were ripped up the top, so you needed this long spoon to get down to the bottom of it. Well, now they finally wised up because soldiers were doing it anyway. You rip it along the long edge, and now you don't need a spoon this big, even though it's included. I'm sure they've got a billion of these somewhere. So let's try. Oh, this is ripping extremely easily. Well, I can smell it. Looks like it. I don't know. I can see barley in it. There's definitely tomato sauce in this too. Again, we're starving here, so we're not going to be critical of the way it tastes. And I'm sure it would taste much better to heat it up. That's something someone could do with the matches and a little wood. I'm sure. You know, I'm not too keen on MRE tomato-based things. Tomato, yeah, they have tomatoes in them. But this isn't bad at all. I can see it's got some corn in it too. Okay. We're going to open to the fig bar. Oh, there's 2 servings per container. So this is really 200 calories. This is actually a foil. I don't see where to rip. Usually they have a rip. Let's see. Place where you can rip. And we're going to have to take out. I'm sure someone else without arthritis in their hands could open this easily, but the Leatherman wave comes out. Oh, I got these neat thumb studs, so it aids in one-handed opening because your thumb is hitting that little post, and it makes it easier. They're 3D printed, and they can be gotten over the internet. Okay, so let's see what this is going to look like. Oh, real fruit. Real fruit. We've got, yeah, 2 little fig bars. Neat. Now, I kind of mentioned before that they drop from the air a lot of times, and they have all these specs about what the food is supposed to be able to withstand for dropping and things like that. Now, let's see. That was easy to rip open, but I didn't rip it open very good. Well, there. So let's try one of these and see. These don't look super appetizing, but MRE things are all dry, very dry. Fruit chewy cookies. Not bad at all. I'd have trouble eating these if I didn't have water. So that's part one. Since I'm eating half of it, which is about 1,000 calories, we won't eat the other half until tomorrow for breakfast. It's funny, I wanted to get one of these, and yesterday was my 71st birthday, and someone gave me one of those regular MRE and a low sodium MRE. The more you eat this, the better it tastes. So you could imagine going from no food to having one of these. Each person, one day, one HDR. Hi, Mike. Now we're doing day 2. We're going to eat the other half of this. I wanted to mention that crushed red pepper, I think they always include something hot because, you know, some people obviously like food that's spicy, real spicy, but it disguises flavor too. So that could be why. So I just thought that was funny. They have the little jars of Tabasco sauce in a lot of the MREs. So first, actually, this was in the car overnight, and the temperature went down to single digits, and the main part of it wasn't frozen. It's very cold, it's not frozen. So let's see what we have here. We have the crackers. We have the, let's see, shortbread cookie, United States of America, it says on the back. Again, these are made to drop into areas where there are people that can't get food for some reason. You know, refugees or people that are cut off or supply chains have died. We've got today I'll be trying the peas and tomato sauce, and as I said before, it's not really peas, it's black-eyed peas, which are really beans and tomato sauce. That doesn't sound like it's going to taste very good cold. But again, matches came with this, so they're expecting that people can heat the meal up, get a little firewood going. It's got salt and peppers and things, and it's got one napkin. It does, I think there's a wet wipe in here too, as well. Yep. Now, things that are obviously missing from it are the accessory pack. It says no gum or toilet paper or whatever. And we have 2 strawberry jams. Let's, I haven't had one of these shortbread cookies in a while. Let's try this. Oh, slightly broken. That you can see inside. Big cookie. Has an odd smell to it. I wonder what that is. It must be imitation flavoring. Some of those are it's got enriched bleach flour, malted barley flour, niacin, reduced iron, chemicals, water, salt, preservative. The whole cookie is going to give you 13 grams of protein, 300 calories, and 13% of your salt, or 290 milligrams. Very much on the dry side. My goodness. Got the sun in my eyes. Let's see if this is warm enough. Yes. Oh, there we go. Let's try this. This doesn't taste that good, that great cold, I'll bring it home and heat it up. It looks like tomatoes and beans. Ah. A bean. It doesn't taste good. That's really cold. I'm going to delay eating this until I can warm it up. I should have had it on the heater vent longer. Actually, I could turn the heater off now so that it won't affect the sound. The crackers. 170 calories from 2 crackers, 11% of your sodium, or 260. It's got calcium in it, small amount of iron, small amount of potassium, protein 3 grams. These don't have a chair place, so I guess we tear wherever we want them. Or not. These are definitely not for people with arthritic hands. Oh, my new things. I have the arthritis where this joint is bad. So it had gotten bad about 3 years ago, and I got some of these braces, and you know, they kind of fell apart eventually, and the pain came back quite a bit. So these, you know, went to the doctors now. Of course, my insurance paid for it, but these are like, that's $100, that thing. Kind of amazing when you think of it. Ah, I got it. I was thinking of different things they could put in entrees for, you know, MREs or these. And the thought came to me something like mac and cheese or a lasagna or something like that. But of course, the problem is it has to be something that will heat up quickly too, because normally you've got that heater in there, and that's going to be what is going to warm up the food. So the food's got to be, what I would say, it has to have a certain density, or it's not going to heat up well, I think. The MRE cracker, I like these, but they're not really like crackers, like a saltine cracker. They kind of look like it, but they're not. So let's get a jelly open. My goodness. Does this tear here? Sure it does. Tear this way. Ah. I got it. I got it, all right. I gotta push it down from the back. I read some soldiers would, where the jelly's all stuck, is kind of in one mass here. We just take these packets, the jelly packets, the peanut butter packets, especially the chocolate peanut butter crackers, and put them in the pocket and eat them right out of the envelope without, you know, going through this. Good. Again, these are quite dry. The shortbread cookie was too. So I have to have water when I eat them. I don't know. You could do it without it. Another thing missing in these rations that's typically in the MRE is the some type of drink. That's good. Very good. So we've tried everything now. Like I say, the beans and tomato sauce is not that great cold. We'll heat it up, and I'll leave something in the comments below about what it tastes like heated up, because taste can change considerably. Some foods taste better warm, hot. Some things taste better cold. So that's the deal. But so this is a neat idea, I think. The idea that that the U.S. can make these. You figure, typically I've read when they're passing out food for a natural disaster here in the U.S., they could use these, but a lot of times I've heard they've used the MREs. But these, like I say, are much less expensive. You can basically buy a case of 10 for $50. That you probably have to pay some shipping, I guess, but a case of 12 of MREs, the price can be variable about what the date is on them, where you get them, but usually they'll be like 120 to 160 for 12 actual full MREs. But each of the regular MREs have about 1,200 calories in them. In other words, an MRE is only one meal, where this has got 2,000 calories and it should keep you going for the whole day. Now, I don't know how it'd be interesting just to eat these for a case of 10 days and see how hungry you feel. I mean, a lot of times we have just a habit of eating, and sometimes we eat when we're not even hungry. We go buy something, and we say, oh, that looks good. We're driving, go in, get something. Or, just in the house, you go and buy the cupboard or something, and you think, oh, I could have some crackers right now. And you end up eating a lot of food when really you're not necessarily that hungry. You're eating because you want to eat, not because you have to. So there you go. I guess everything was great in this, except I didn't like the beans and tomato sauce, and like I say, that could be considerably better if we heat it up.